Hi there, my name is Kavulani, aka Love Girl. It's a pleasure to be here at YOUnique Stationaries, and I'm here to serenade you. Yeah? I'll start with Wait For Me. Wait For Me is basically a song dedicated to a lover, probably an ex, and was in a different country, and I had to come back home. So, living that experience, I was like, man, will you wait for me? So, there we are.
Miaka sita and counting since I last seen you, honey. I'm working hard for the money so I can buy a ticket back to you. Pick your phone up, yeah boy, I'm calling. Kumbuka when you had me falling. I left when the world was trolling. Never like to see me rolling. You're still the one I call when I'm lonely, the one I want when I'm horny. Offers you had me crawling. Fuckers never catch you scrolling. But time is flying and I'm worrying. But God's plan is never in a hurry. Akisema ndivyo yafanyika. I hope you play this out loud through your speakers. I hope unaningoja when it comes to foreplay, when ni namba moja. Mapenzi yako iliniruga, kuwa mbali yanikoroga. Kila sana omba Jehovah. I wanna cruise listening to Hove. Passenger princess in a rover, drunk in love all over. Wait for me. Wait for me. Wait for me. Wait for me, wait for me. So dream banda mina hope that one day I'll get to hold you close. Take me home, let me be your lady. I like how you drive that Mercedes. Baby, take me on a late night drive. Skr in the E19 vibes too. Asubuhi gonga ya mbili tatu. Do you know how much I really want to introduce you to Kina Malawi? Later we can go to Diani. Ukidai tupitie nyumbani, uonje pilau ya mami. Twaweza ongeza biriani, asubuhi tuamkie mahamri. Dreams come true and I know it. I just hope that you wait for me. 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 Wait for me.
So the second song is called Nakumbuka, and this is actually the first song I wrote. Shout out to Blames for helping me with this song. Yeah.
These past few days, so much has been on my mind. It's kinda weary, feels like I'm going crazy. and I still keep going back to the place I left my heart. Nasiki Tambo, it was views and vibes in a place so wavy, and the people there, they were kinda crazy. So thinking that it was just you and I, vibing on a different kind of high. Nakumbuka when it all broke down, baby. Nilipoteza akili jameni, stuck in the trap with the plug up. I'm blase, blase, now wale. Siyo kitambo tulipendana, we will speak on the phone from nighttime paka mchana. Nilipoteza akili jameni, stuck in the trap with the plug up. I'm blase, blase, now wale. Siyo kitambo tulipendana, we will speak on the phone from nighttime paka mchana.
Kumbuka siku za pupa, siku za kuchill na mahomies smoking hookah, siku za my Instagram lives kama who that boy with the Supras. Yeah, I did the most, just so that the niggas wouldn't call me a toast. Couple years later realized I was dope, and the hope came through in the form of a note saying nothing's complicated, you're the greatest. Look at what you've cultivated and created. You've been underrated, aggravated, but it all worked in your favor. Shouts to the pen and the paper. In between the lines, when I found me a savior. Now I can define who I am and just
sema yote, andika yote, let the people know. Nakumbuka nilipoteza akili jameni, stuck in the trap with the plug up. I'm blase, blase, now wale. Siyo kitambo tulipendana, we will speak on the phone from nighttime paka mchana. Nilipoteza akili jameni, stuck in the trap with the plug up. I'm blase, blase, now wale. Siyo kitambo tulipendana, we will speak on the phone from nighttime paka mchana. Nilipoteza akili jameni. Siyo kitambo tulipendana, we will speak on the phone from nighttime paka mchana. Nakumbuka.
Aye, so the final song for tonight is, you know, they say as an artist you can't have a favorite because, you know, it's like your babies, but this is probably one of the most favorite songs I ever wrote, and it was so effortless. I love it. It's called Late Night Drive. So yeah, vibe with me.
Okay.
As you can tell, I love to be a passenger princess.
Yeah. Woo. Ooh, 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 come and take me on a drive, cruising down the streets of night. If you're mean to die, come and take me on a late night drive. It's been a minute since I've been around your beautiful company. In need of a mental intervention, in need of your love in rotation. Come and pick me up, don't keep me waiting. You already know the location. No need to complicate the situation. Go with the flow, no direction. As long as you got true and pure intentions, come and take me on a drive, cruising down the streets of night. If you're mean to die, come and take me on a late night drive. It's been a minute since I've been around your beautiful company. Pull up, still waiting on you to pull up. hold up, usijalinisha, roll up, kama 2-3 hivi. Baby, we should do this kila wiki. Just trying to get to know you better, to wrap my arms around you sooner than later. I love about die, vile vibes zitadai, ningependa kukuride. Najua una deck sliding, open the doors to your heart, let me in. I don't compromise on truth and loyalty, so your love is safe with me, with me. So pull up and take me on a late night drive.
This is the segment where I get to know you as the audience gets to interact with you.
Yeah, okay.
So, no, wait. I get to interact with you as the audience
Get
gets
to know me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so jumbled up. So anyway, talk to us kidogo. Introduce yourself.
Okay.
Tell us what you do and who you are.
Okay. My name's Belinda Kavulani. I am what do I say? I am a multifaceted artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in the core of that, I'm a designer. I am a musician. So I'm an architect, designer, musician, painter. You know, I'm a multifaceted expressionist. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I find healing and I find strength in my expressions through art. Yeah.
That is very interesting. So
And
you
I'm a
did
lover girl.
you on for one sucker for love.
I could not. I tried.
You can't
tried
get
to
enough
run.
of love.
I can't get enough of it.
That is nice. That is
Yeah,
nice.
I have been character developed because of that, but strong soldier
Love
for the
the
Lord.
win.
Still a
Go
lover
for
girl.
the plots.
Still a love girl.
Nice. So, talk to us kidogo about your musical journey.
Yeah.
Like, let's understand where you came from. Like, in terms of, and not only your musical journey. I'd love to also get an insight on, like, your artistic journey.
Okay.
Like, walk us through how you began and where you are at right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I was definitely born an artist. I just loved and music. My parents always played music, and it always like touched me. You know, I always knew like one way or another I want to make music. I want to make songs. I want to write songs. Make someone feel the way music made me feel, basically. So I could say before I could draw, I could sing. You know, I could make sounds before I could hold a pencil properly, right? So my first form of art is music or expression. But I only came to get into it, into writing songs and making music during coronavirus.
Corona.
No, yeah. You know, like the world was kind of ending. It kind of looked like the world was ending. And it was just like, what was that one thing if I didn't do, I'd still feel incomplete. And the answer to that was making music, which is something I'm so passionate about. So I just got into writing during that corona and sharing some of my snippets of what I write, singing some covers. And my friend Bruce told me to pull up to Donholm, you know, Fika Doni. There was this studio called 11th Dimension. And he told me, come through, let's work on something together. So that was actually the first time I did a collaboration. But by that time, I had written Nakumbuka. I'd written some of my songs. They were just sitting in the, closet. And then eventually, like, I think 2022 is when I really got into recording my first EP called Lover Girl. Actually,
Nice.
Wearing it today, my cover, and it's been such a journey since then. I'm grateful. Yeah.
All right. I think that is such a beautiful journey.
Talk
to us kidogo pia about your design and your artistic side.
Yeah.
Like, because you've mentioned you're a painter, right?
Yeah.
Talk to us kidogo about that and about that journey.
I started really getting into art during my last year in high school, I definitely did some arts and crafts like clubs, some classes, but then I started doing my own form of art in high school. And I didn't do high school here. I was in another country, and I was alone, and I was young, and I kind of went through this mental phase where I started really experiencing anxiety truly. So some panic attacks, depression, and my art came to like save me. So I'm an abstract artist, and I use patterns to kind of express myself. So I use the patterns, and I can draw inspiration from like emotions, stories, just the way we make music, and I paint those. And through that, I found healing. It was like my therapy. And so the abstraction continued, and it's growing into now designing fabric through my patterns and making fashion collections with that fabric. So my own kitenges. So we're like contemporary take on African fabric design. Yeah, so it's just basically expressing and growing and finding healing through that. And it's the same with music. My Lover Girl EP came to also save me from like character development, and stuff. So expressing, I find strength in like expressing, especially in vulnerability. Sometimes it's the hardest thing to do, like let that truth, go. Like it's so hard to express like something that hurts you, but I find once you do and you put it on paper, when you put it on a painting, healing comes after that. It no longer has control over you. It's let go of. Yeah. So that's basically my philosophy, my journey.
That is so awesome.
Thank you.
Again, like it's mind blowing.
Thank you.
So I would also I'm a bit curious on the architecture part. Like
Oh, yeah.
there are so many. You are
There's
such an
so
interesting
many.
book. I keep flipping pages.
My life
yeah.
is interesting as fuck. But architecture, again, the same way maybe I watched Emma Cheruto, and Cheruto said her dad was like, I am not using my money for you to go do music, It's the same
Yeah.
thing. I think in the world we live in today, and also our parents, it's hard to see music or art as an actual career. And you also need something to help you supplement the art so it stays art,
Yeah.
It's a profession or something that will help you earn and sustain yourself. So the art it's art. It doesn't have pressure to feed you, to support you. And so that's why I agreed to do architecture. And 6 years in the University of Nairobi is
Yeah.
crazy. But
Mad.
right
mad.
now, I say that I'm not the architect I am is because of the artist I am, and the artist I am now is definitely also because of the architecture journey I went through. So everything is just tying together. And one of my aspirations in life as an architect is to design and build spaces for creatives, creative
Nice.
hubs. I think our city definitely needs more of those and
True.
designed.
For real. For real.
Yeah, not just abandoned houses or somewhere and you pick and revamp. It's dope that they're doing that.
Yeah.
But now we can think of in the next future actually designing and leaving space for creatives. So creating spaces for artists, different sorts. And when you think of the design of that, you can think of also their well-being, and how, and even that design of a space can help them sustain their art and so much more. So my passion in this life in architecture especially, is to design and build spaces for creatives. So it all ties to me being an artist again, because I wouldn't understand that if I wasn't an artist myself. Yeah. Yeah.
So, guys, you are such an interesting person. Wow, there's a lot. There's a lot to you. And I'm enjoying this too much. So, again, we come down to some few round of hit kind of questions. So your art often features bold colors and themes of self-love.
Yes.
How do you choose the themes for your pieces?
Again, through my experiences, and sometimes it's actually through a hard place. I must say, I don't know, look at the Van Gogh, great
Yeah,
art is inspired by sometimes not the best situations,
Yeah.
Picasso's depression eras led to also some of the best art that we celebrate today. So it comes from, I must say, something so difficult that might be so hard to describe, and it, especially like heartbreak, trauma, there's a lot of that in our world and we can't deny, and healing is not something that many people are really focusing, like we only talk about healing when you have a physical wound. Your leg is broken, it needs to heal. But what about your heart? It's broken as well, and it also needs to heal, right?
Yeah.
So my art comes from, and those colors come from whatever I'm trying to convey. So I use blue a lot sometimes, and I borrow from water, the element water. But those color blues help you really feel cool and calm your anxiety mentally. If I'm working on a piece that is pink, for example, that's just love based, and sometimes it comes out like a cute picture, but it might come from a really heartbroken place, And I learned that I use color a lot in my art, again, because there's this theory, color theory, and it's a science. So color has a way it affects people emotionally, physically, and even mentally. Yeah. So a certain color you use might trigger someone. You might, if you want to use a color to calm someone down, you'll use shades of blue. If you want someone to feel uplifted, feel inspired, light, you'll use warmer colors like yellow, like orange, red, So those might help someone who's struggling with depression to kind of see a brightness in life,
Yeah.
So my color theory is also heavily my art, even my music, what I write, what I design. Everything is based on healing, and especially mental healing. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm a deep person.
Uliangalianga hii list ama?
Yeah, I was waiting for someone who would ask me this
your
question.
answers are so comprehensive. Wow. They are nice.
I just know
They're nice.
myself.
So, one last question.
Yeah.
So how does your personal journey influence the stories you tell through your art? And what do community and collaboration bring out in terms of your artistic styles, both musical and your visual art?
Collaborations have been everything, I must say, to me. Collaborations have helped me get here. I did not get here alone. You have a dream, you have a vision, and then now you're tasked with making it come true, And you find that you're strong in this area, but you need some help here and there. And that's where collaboration comes in. And it's really, really helped me in music, in my fashion, in my art. It's all been collaboration. And I've met different artists along the way, a community. I now see a community of people I'm building. And it's all through collaborations. Like, collaborations is the keynote, And my life journey inspires everything that I do. I think I just want to leave. I've seen quite a bit in life, and there's much more that I hope I'll definitely see and experience. But I want to leave a touch of healing. So I take my experiences. Those that inspire me, those might have broken me, and I want to share that with someone so that maybe I can guide them, to healing, guide them to self-reflection and finding themselves, and just accepting and loving yourself at the end of the day. Yeah. So I try to share my journey a lot to inspire.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
deep
Navutanga
conversation.
bonge.
So yeah, I think for me and the next thing that I'll ask is where can we find you on socials, and like are you working on something? Are we seeing something from you very soon?
Well, 2025 is looking like a up full year. I'm grateful, and it's so full and packed. And I'm already starting on the art side. This year, I will be releasing my first fashion collection.
Ooh, wow!
With
We'd
the
love to
first
attend.
fabric that we designed, earth inspired. So you keep on the lookout on all platforms. I think mostly Facebook and Instagram, especially. You'll find me Kavulani Art, and on TikTok I'm just Kavulani. Yeah, so you can find me there. Yeah, feel free to hit me up, say what's up.
Nice,
But
nice.
yeah,
I'll do that.
musically, I definitely look into getting into the studio this year.
Yeah.
Since I dropped in 2022, I wasn't. I dropped in 2023. Actually, I dropped in 2023. I haven't really dropped since. It's because I was finishing this architecture degree. Now that I am done with it, I can go and sing my heart out.
It's time.
Yeah, now it's time. So I really look forward to getting back into the studio and making magic. Yeah, so yes.
So again, thank you, Kavulani,
Thank you for
gracing us.
having me. It's been a pleasure.
So it's been an amazing
Thank you.
thing. Final stuff.
Yeah.
Talk to us about the space that you've been in.
Wow, unique stationery. Wow, yeah, it's definitely an artist, designers, creatives dream. I'm just like, wow, the paints, the brushes, and it's just nice to see also how it's grown, because I've been following the journey of unique stationery. So seeing from the moment they set up, how they took December break to revamp everything, so that when guys come back to school, it's kind of looking clean. And then even having us, sing in this space, it's exactly why I want to venture into designing for creatives. Because look, it's such a multifaceted space, and it homes such greatness. Like, they say graveyards have us at the richest places, but maybe also creative spaces are, because of all the minds, all the skills, all the talent that comes together, especially, So congratulations, and I just can't wait to see how far it continues to grow. I love the art around here, and I promise I'll bring you mine, okay? I will.
Mural. Comments on the mural.
The mural is amazing, especially as a pattern artist. I love those lines. They're clean. The textures, the colors, I love it. It just brings life into this room. I wasn't here before the mural was up, but I can't even imagine the space without it. It just feels like it belongs, it feels like
True.
it came with it, So very well done to the artist for that mural. And I love that it actually also celebrates us women, and look at those afros, African women. So thank you for that as well. Much love and light to that. The art pieces here are amazing. This sketch is so crazy. Like, look at his wrinkles. Like what? Look at his eyes. To get that detail, una chizi kidogo. No, like, that is crazy. So it's very inspiring for me as an artist to be in this space. Like, I see here a take on Starry Night. So I really love that. I'm such a Van Gogh fanatic, so a take on Starry Night, very amazing. And it looks like it's actually our city, Nairobi City, but in Starry Night. So I love that. So yeah, I'm just more inspired to actually go home and create more. I'm living here more inspired. I might even just go maybe write a song or do a sketch. Like, I can't just take all this energy and keep it inside. I'm just gonna have to put it on something.
All right.
So thank you for that.
Thank you for gracing us, and I'm hoping we get to see you much
Yes.
more often.
Yes, I hope so too.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.